Normally I'm in touch with you regarding youth issues. We are going to talk about the purpose of creation of Pakistan, the way forward, what is the role of youth in Pakistan, all those details. But this is also a very, very important subject. If you take a look around the world, around the globe, there are two basic parts of societies in which if those countries had invested, they had become big global players. One is the automobile industry, and the second one is the construction. Luckily, I also have a background of construction in a way that before doing law, I did my civil engineering as well. So when I got the invitation regarding the topic of the day, well, night to be exact, it was regarding the construction industry, the way forward, the security aspect of the construction industry, and how important that is for still a very young nation of Pakistan, because 73, 74 years is not that longer a time in the life of the state. It is very important that we understand the importance of the field of construction. And then we also must realize that what do we really want to achieve out of it? Just making money? Or we want to make Pakistan a country which, if not today, after some time, it can add to the hallmark of civilizations. If people 5,000 years ago, if they can create human artistic monuments like Harappa and Mohenjo-daro, why can't we today? Alhamdulillah, Pakistan is not a state which was created because of some accident of history. No, it was a deliberate attempt. Somebody realized something in their mind. The people of the Indo-Pak, in the leadership of Ajazam Muhammad al-Jinnah, who himself was an architect of law, he was a man of pen, he was the greatest constitutional lawyer of his time. So we dreamed of a place. It was a collective dream of the Muslims of the Indo-Pak. Now when we are in Pakistan, we can dream different dreams. And one of that is the construction industry. And in every aspect we are ready that why should we not be a state which should be booming in this field. One of the greatest strengths for this field is that there, for example, medicine, that comes very natural to human psyche. Because like a mother, the way a mother loves her child, the way a bird makes its nest, in the same way there is a human urge in human beings to make a house. The poorest of the poorest in the society, if you look upon them, a time comes in their life when they plan to make a house. Then we have to change the concepts of the people that when we talk about these big and good housing societies, we are talking about billionaires or millionaires. No. The biggest bulge of the population of Pakistan is based in our suburban areas and our villages and our rural areas. Who can invest in housing, provided we can give them good opportunities? Isn't it the right of a citizen of Pakistan who belong to lower middle class? Isn't it his right that his children should study in a good school? We can provide them with good libraries in their housing societies. And why do we think that swimming is the sole prerogative of the elite of Pakistan? If we can plan smartly, and if we can think progressively, Islam is the biggest progressive religion in the world. Who says that we are extremists or? Yes, we are fundamentalists. each and every civil engineer is a fundamentalist, because if you don't believe in the fundamentals of your field, you can't proceed. So we have to change this concept. And we have to think that the Pakistanis, we have to lower ordinary, common Pakistanis into this field. There is so much to invest in here. I can just quote you figures from last year, very recent, in October last year. There was one of the greatest sales of cement in the history of Pakistan. And considering that, putting that in juxtaposition with the phenomena that we were passing through a very strong field of pre and post-COVID. Even today we can't claim that we've gone through COVID. So during COVID, when many of the biggest economies of the world suffered, like that of UK and US and of course India as well, when they went into negative, we were touching 3.9. Why? Because Mr. Imran Khan thought very aptly that we need to invest in this field. Because when you invest in this field, at least 2 dozen industries, they get recharged with this. It's not only the builder or the contractor, it's not only the architect and the town planner who is involved in this. कम से कम 2 दर्जन इंडस्ट्रियां इसमें involved होती हैं, कम से कम. So the figures were that something like 5.86 million ton of cement, probably कभी बेशी अल्लाह माफ करे, that was produced last year in October. एक साल की figures हैं पिछली. In that 0.88 million ton was exported and 4.86 million ton was sold locally in Pakistan. It was phenomenal during the time of COVID. And now, even yesterday, or the day before yesterday, in a meeting with the Prime Minister, I reminded him of one of a very flagship landmark project which he's launching, which can work hand in gloves with the Pakistan Housing Authority and the housing industry, in which we want to give a boom to Pakistan, especially also taking the private housing societies along with us too. We don't consider you away from our field, because yes, Pakistan government, which is they want to support the ordinary Pakistani, the common Pakistanis, the middle and lower middle class to come and invest in housing sector. But we want to support you too as well, and for that, whatever legislation you want, we are here. It's your responsible and responsive government. Any suggestion which you want to suggest, you want some new legislation, some good bylaws, we are bringing in a master plan a new master plan of Islamabad after around 50 odd years. There were no master plan of Islamabad in the last 40-50 years. We are doing that, InshALLAH. So what I was saying that, I reminded Khan Sahab about one of his very, very major project, that is the Kamyab Pakistan project. Today, we have that convention of Kamyab Jawan project, which is basically focused mainly on youth, but Kamyab Pakistan project is something on which you people can also focus. And what is that project? We will soon be starting those cards and that project officially. Its inauguration was conducted 2 months ago in the Prime Minister's office. It is a 1,600 billion worth project in which common Pakistanis, they can come, they can take loan. And what is the very special aspect of that loan? When Mr. Imran Khan talks about concept of the state of Medina, so we as a Muslim, we believe that one day we want to take the state of Pakistan out of riba. This 1,600 billion worth project is riba free. It is interest free. 1,600 billion loans, microfinancing and financing will be given to Pakistanis to invest in cottage industry, to invest in housing industry. If somebody wants to build a house for himself, then we also have to think that what is our target audience? Everybody can't go and invest around 20 or 30 million. The common ordinary Pakistani focuses somewhere in the range of 50 lakhs to 1 crore. इसके बीच में ज़्यादातर वो invest कर सकते हैं, इससे ज़्यादा तो नहीं कर सकते हैं. So we are here to support you. The biggest strength of Pakistan economy, the charging, the driving engine, the overseas Pakistanis, we are making them the stakeholders. one of the greatest field in which they want to invest, in which they had invested, but they are suffering a lot as well, because you know the civil structure in Pakistan, judicial system, with no fault of judges, because they can't legislate for themselves. It is us, the legislators, who have to legislate for them. Any ordinary Pakistani who is working abroad, who is earning money, is sending money to Pakistan, one of the safest bet for him is to invest in the housing societies, or in the land, the purchase of land, making a house. But sadly, people have suffered a lot in the recent past. I have appeal grievances wing with me, and every day we get so many applications from overseas that I send such and such money, and this housing society has defrauded me, and I have bought that land, and now they have taken a stay order, because we living in Pakistan realize that yes, this guy 6 mahine mein chala jayega Pakistan se, to thoda sa case ko cancel. So we are doing that as well. We are bringing civil court reforms, CPC, we are changing CPC, and we are also changing CRPC. So gone are the days when you will be wasting around 10 to 15 years of your precious life in the lower judiciary. InshALLAH, you will get your result within 3 years, from the lower court to the Supreme Court. Hopefully, if our new amendments and new laws which you are bringing, thanks to our law minister. So InshALLAh, we are going to support you through legislation from the Parliament House, that if you want to invite Pakistanis, even the overseas Pakistanis and the foreign investors, to come and invest in Pakistan. Pakistan is InshALLAH the land of opportunity. We are placed at such a strategic location that when Asim said in 1948 that I want to see Pakistan become the pivot of the world, InshALLAh, Pakistan is becoming the pivot of the world, with more and more safe frontiers in our west, with a more and more peaceful Afghanistan, InshALLah. The doors and the new vistas are opening up into the Central Asia. InshALLah, hopefully CPEC is going to be that new engine which this century will realize, and they will cherish it for generations and generations to come. Pakistan is going to become the brand leader. We just have to change our minds. Yes, we can become brand leaders. If Germany can do it, if Japan can do it, they got destroyed twice in the last century, the Germans, and look where they are. So InshALLah, we are second to none. It's not me, it's your and my founder of the state, founder of the nation, Muhammad, when he said in his university stadium speech in Lahore in 1948 that you're made of a sterling material and you're second to none. He was addressing the people of Pakistan, that you are made of a sterling material and addressing to none. But we just have to make some priorities, and you must set them right. Like, for example, we have to change this concept that there are big land mafias in this field. No, they're good people. They're positive people. You can invest with them. We have to change these mental barricades. हर कोई सोचता है कि यार पैसे लगाऊंगा तो कोई माफिया वगैरह है, लैंड माफिया. They're not land mafias in this field. They're good, proud Pakistanis who want to make Pakistan a modern and more progressive and better Islamic welfare state for the people of Pakistan. So InshALLah, we'll help you. The government of Pakistan will help you. Mr. Imran Khan Sahab, he's focusing a lot on this project, and whatever you want to do, if you are doing something good, we are standing right behind you. Long live Pakistan.